The SEC on ESPN 2014 Tournament Championship game time is now. We welcome you to Atlanta, everybody, as we get set for Kentucky to square off with not only the top seed, but the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators.
The team adjust to that within the game. So far, they have not.
Right now, Kentucky's whole offense was moving Young and nobody else. And finally, they get the outside jumper for Andrew Harrison.
Better than anyone else I've seen in the college game. They make a mistake, and the trust factor built in behind is at a high level.
Young off balance, hits the deck as he hits the shot.
3 or 4 guarded shots per half against this juggernaut defensive squad.
Here's Prater, down low to Young. Young got his own miss, got rejected by Cauley-Stein, and it went off Kentucky. Florida will have the ball under their own basket. Poitras in the lineup for Kentucky. Young, who hit the last shot, is going to try to drive and lob to Cauley-Stein.
Maybe that's the counter that Kentucky has for the pressure, making plays over the top of a smaller Florida ball club.
Poitras slipped a little bit now at the elbow. He's going to take it and score.
A key guy off the bench for John Calipari, not only today, but starting next weekend. Brad, he has to be that 8, 9 point, 4 or 5 rebound guy every time.
Finney Smith, nice dish to Yeget. And tied up by Poitras. Good plays on both ends by Alec Poitras, the sophomore out of Clarksville, Tennessee.
What Kentucky do, Brad, what they can do is mash you around the rim, really on both ends of the floor.
Despite the great play by Poitras. Wilbekin, bounce pass to Young. Again rejected, this time by Randall.
Also can hear a bad defensive team. You can hear Florida pointing and talking. One of the reasons why they're special.
Randall from the free throw line.
John Calipari 2 weeks ago challenged Julius Randall to start being more of a playmaker around the elbow area. Florida does not have a lot of depth in their front line, and that's what I'm talking about with Julius Randall. Faces up, doesn't just try to bully through Patrick Young, and becomes a playmaker and a shot taker from 15.
Cauley-Stein takes it up and in.
A great play by Willie Cauley-Stein. It's hard to get anything good off of ball screen action against Florida.
We'll get on the scoreboard. We hit a lull here in the scoring, stuck on a 9-point Florida lead. Poitras, he just kind of hop, skipped, and jumped his way into Finney Smith and scored, and he's got a chance for a 3-point play.
Smash mouth basketball, move it, hit the elbow, and attack. Go right through Chris Walker, challenge this guy and see, is he ready? Is he ready defensively? Smith to get on the left side of Randall, taking away his strength.
Cauley-Stein draws a crowd. Pull-up jumper by Aaron Harrison.
Brett, I'm going to say that's either the second or third guarded shot that Kentucky's had to make in this half. I said they have to make 3 or 4 per half. Right now, they're tracking that number.
In fact, that's a career high in points right now for Chris Walker with 5. Nice move by Young, and he will have a chance for a 3-point play.
And just when I talked about how terrific Florida is on the back end of their press breaker, and then you can reverse the ball to the far side and get a baseline attack, but it's not easy to do.
Lead by 10 with 2:45 and a half. Cauley-Stein in traffic. Randall, now he's got an offensive rebound. What's he going to do with it? Got it back up there, and Cauley-Stein got his mitts in the way and tipped it off the window.
You know, if John Calipari is talking to Shannon about getting on the offensive glass, he's going to leave that interview and talk to his team. Again, I've talked about it earlier in this game. John Calipari couldn't coach ball for a lot of this season because he was having to coach effort. That is no longer an issue with his team in Atlanta. Effort stuff right here. Julius Randall with the power, and then Alex Poitras, boom. And Willie Cauley-Stein on the other side. Very difficult to keep the...
Kentucky with Cauley-Stein on a lob. That's one of the few times Kentucky's given up points in transition. Frazier rejected by Cauley-Stein.
Done a nice job of putting him in a crowd, but not fouling him for the most part.
Here he is on the pass out to Aaron Harrison. 3 goes finally. Kentucky's got a triple. Prather trying to drive on Finney Smith. Got the pass to Yagget, and then it got swatted out of there by Kentucky. Stein a rebound. Harrison the pull up. Got it. Aaron Harrison.
Offense.
Young pick and roll to Cauley-Stein. Good shot.
Great feat by Willie Cauley-Stein because he was in a crowd.
Johnson down low. Harrison a three. Got it. Here come the Cats. Second regular season game. They cut a 16-point advantage down to 6. Rejected by Cauley-Stein. Harrison on the run against Wilbekin. Up and in. All of a sudden, the youth movement from Kentucky cuts the veteran Florida lead to 4.
Is far from over. But you have to love, if you're a Kentucky fan, the way that they have responded against the nation's best team. Because they could have gone the other direction and folded and melted on this floor. But they have not. It's Kentucky's defense. Again, I talked about their layup defense and their defense to protect the rim. Starting to be a factor with their physical size. And the Harrison twins, a completely different combo than they were a month ago.
This is what an 11-0 run over 3 minutes will do for the emotion on the Kentucky.
Locked in back-to-back possessions.
Wilbekin for 3. Rebound, Cauley-Stein. Young. Fouled by Wilbekin. Young's 4 out of 5 from the stripe today. Knocks down the first.
Time to make them.
Got them both. Jimmy, this is as close as the game has ever been because Florida hit an opening three-pointer and never looked back.
5 blocks in this game, and if Florida can't drag him away, he's going to continue to impact it.
Finney Smith, rebound Kentucky. They've never led in the game. And Cauley-Stein undercut by Finney Smith. Hits about every other free throw that he takes. He hit that one. He'd tie the game for the first time. Still Florida now hanging by the fingernails with a Frazier for 3. Got it.
That's Kentucky right there in a nutshell, Brad. Too young to play through every possession with an urgency.
Will out to Wilbekin with 10 on the shot clock. Wilbekin himself off the window.
No panic. There's no panic out of this senior class by Florida. Aaron Harrison did a good job to not leave Frazier in the corner, and Wilbekin drove the ball to that side and got himself to the lane.
Randall, they're finally going to touch down low, but they have to bring it back to Andrew Harrison at the point. And a whistle and a foul is on Wilbekin, I believe. Still perfect. 9 points for Andrew.
For Kentucky in this game.
Got them both. That cuts the lead back to 4.
Drag him up into a ball screen, make him cover it.
Harrison, Aaron Harrison in, up and under. 2-point game again.
A good job of Harrison to recognize Patrick Young with 4 fouls. If he can get going downhill, go all the way to the rim. No reason for a floater or a pull-up.
Bounce pass is a beauty to Young, and he got it off the window.
He had to
Wilbekin put that pass right where it had to be.
Didn't he, though? Yeah.
Cauley-Stein, here comes Well, he took one bounce and then didn't press Patrick Young. Instead, he got it out to James Young. Speaking of Young, the freshman Wildcats are within one again. Prather had it ripped away. Loose ball. Randall's got it. Tie up, gives it to Kentucky.
Senior team in Florida, you better fight your guts out for 2 hours, and I think Kentucky has done that. There's a drive by Harrison, knowing that Patrick Young is not going to come over. And look where the pass is delivered, Brad, just above waist level. So all Young has to do is get it up and in because of the threat of the recovery speed from Kentucky around the rim. James, the AA tournament starting, and Florida needed to be tested. Florida did not need to win this game by 20, and Billy Donovan knows it. He's okay right now where this team is.
1 to play, 1 point game. Young. Out of bounds to Kentucky. Last touch by Florida. Deep and find a way. Kentucky's ball, though. Oh, they pull it out. 10 on the shot clock. Andrew Harrison going to work. 5 to shoot. Kentucky's never led. And now a 1 point lead for Florida with a shot clock off. Going to have to foul Wilbekin.
And break off a different angle. Just go get the ball. Someone has to be that competitive.
And they'll foul Casey Hill, so that's foul number 6. Same setup. Same guy that triggered in. They wanted Wilbekin's hands, and that's where they got it this time. And whoa, he's more than bumped. Andrew Harrison's going to help pick him up, but that one almost ended up in press roll over there.
Right now at that strike.
He missed 2 in the first half as he put that out of his mind. No, maybe not. Rebound, Finney-Smith, and a foul.
And that's on Julius Randle. Julius Randle saying, I got pushed from behind. But this is big boy basketball at a big boy moment. Down with a loose ball.
Finney-Smith's first trip to the free throw line. And he misses as well. Kentucky's got the rebound. They've got a chance to win it.
Cal has 2 timeouts. I'd use another one. That's exactly, you know, there's be a lot of people say, let him play, but this is a young team. And it continues to be a teaching moment every possession that he has left with this young Kentucky team the remainder of this season.
Slide through their fingers. Will they let a 16-point lead in this half slide through their fingers? And can Kentucky somehow come from behind and win the trophy? Final seconds.
Now this is what it is, one-on-one, best on best.
Andrew Harrison to Young. Young slipped, lost the ball, and Florida survives. Kentucky doesn't get a shot off, and the Gators are the Southeastern Conference tournament champions.
Kentucky Wildcats, 6-2.
Kentucky had the opportunity at the end to not only take the lead for the first time today, but take the title as well, and they didn't get a shot away.
Yeah, the game plan was good, the execution was not. Drive the ball at the right side towards James Young so, Brad, he can catch it going to his right shoulder as a left-handed kid. But look at Scotty Wilbekin. The stance, the base, the balance. James Young goes down, and so does Kentucky's hopes of taking down the #1 team.
For the first time since 2007, the Gators under Billy Donovan are the SEC tournament champions.